Buckle up, everybody, because this deep dive is going to be a wild one.
Yeah, this one's got me scratching my head a little.
We're talking Manchester City and Feyenoord in the Champions League, and let me tell you, things are not what they seem.
Oh, not at all.
I mean, look, we've got some juicy stats from Opta 538 and a couple other sources, and they're painting a very interesting picture.
Lots of contradictions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
On the one hand, you've got Man City, the perennial powerhouse, in a slump that's got even Guardiola looking lost.
I mean, 5 straight losses.
5 straight losses. Have you ever?
It's crazy for a team of that caliber. Guardiola's never had a streak like that in his entire career, and you can bet he's feeling the heat.
Oh, absolutely. But then you look at their home record in the Champions League.
33 games unbeaten at Etihad Stadium.
It's practically a fortress. You would think they'd be feeling pretty confident going into this match at home.
You'd think so. But then you've got Feyenoord.
Yeah, Feyenoord.
They're kind of a sleeping giant, right? Former European champions, and they're on a serious upswing this season, pushing for that Champions League spot in their own league.
And they're not afraid to go on the road either.
No, sir. Especially in the Champions League. They've won all 3 games since that opening loss to City.
Right.
2 of those wins were away, too, which puts them just 1 point behind City in the group.
So you're saying this isn't your typical David and Goliath story. Feyenoord is not just here to make up the numbers.
Not even close. They're coming in hot.
And that's what makes this matchup so intriguing.
Well, that and this little wrinkle in Feyenoord's game.
With that?
Their defense.
Their defense, yes.
Yeah.
Not exactly their strong suit, even with all the recent away wins.
Yeah, they've been racking up wins, no doubt. 5 straight away from home in all competitions.
Yeah, I saw that. They beat Girona, they beat Benfica in the Champions League.
Really impressive stuff. But those wins haven't exactly been clean sheets. They're leaking goals.
So can they really outscore their defensive issues? Especially against a team like Man City.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? But I think, I think that's what makes them so unpredictable and so dangerous.
Yeah, and when you start looking at some of the key players for both sides.
Well, that's where it gets really interesting.
Yeah, Phil Foden for Man City, for example.
He's been quiet in the Premier League, no goals yet.
Right, but in the Champions League.
Different story.
All 3 of his goals this season have come in those matches. And get this.
What?
All within the first 15 minutes.
Whoa. Talk about an early threat. Feyenoord's got to be ready for him from the first whistle.
Absolutely. And then you've got Antonio Malambo on the Feyenoord side.
He's their danger man on the road. 5 out of his 6 goals this season have been away from home.
Wow. Even coming back from illness, he's still finding the back of the net.
Yeah.
So you've got Foden, the early spark, and Malambo, the away specialist. 2 very different players who could totally change the game for their teams. But let's zoom out a bit, and look at the big picture.
Right.
What does a win or a loss actually mean for these 2 clubs at this point in the season?
Well, for Man City, a win is, it's pretty much a necessity at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say, they need to stop the bleeding.
5 losses on the trot. That's a lot of pressure, especially for a club like Man City with the expectations they have.
And for Guardiola. Another loss.
And the whispers start getting louder.
Yeah, about whether his magic is wearing off.
Exactly. For Feyenoord, though, this is a chance to
really make a statement.
Yeah. Solidify their position in the group, maybe even challenge for the top spot.
Can you imagine?
A win against City at the Etihad.
That would be seismic.
It would be saying, hey, we're not just here to participate. We're here to compete.
And to win.
Yeah.
So, folks, you've heard it here. We've got Man City desperate to break their losing streak. We've got Feyenoord riding high and looking to pull off a historic upset.
A clash of styles, a collision of narratives.
Who do you think will come out on top? Will City's home dominance prevail? Or will Feyenoord's attacking flair be too much to handle? It's going to be a nail-biter, folks, that's for sure.
No doubt about it.
We'll be back next week with another deep dive, but until then, keep those predictions coming. This is what the Champions League is all about, folks. The drama, the unpredictability, the moments that make you jump out of your seat.
Can't wait to see how it all unfolds.
Me either. Until next time.
See ya.